Hello, hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's having a great day. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Hello, I got a new hat. I don't know if you can notice that. I hope you do notice that. It's a nice new hat. I'm also eating something right now, but it's a little warm. But it's still quite good. Maybe if it lasts a little longer, I don't know. Still pretty solid. I saw some news that were, how do I call it, a little interesting, but let me look it up online. How was the headline of it? So, paralyzed man unable to walk after maker of his power exoskeleton tells him it's now obsolete. Yeah, I know. I read that and I was like, holy shit, what? He can't walk. He can't live without his exoskeleton. For some reason, the exoskeleton stopped working, because of one part started malfunctioning. I think it was the battery actually. He only had it for 10 years. It's something that is he can't live without it. It's pathetic excuse for a bad company to try and make more money. So I guess the battery was not working anymore. And whenever he asked him to be like replaced. They said, "Oh, it's an outdated model. We don't produce it anymore, so you can't do it. And if you do it, it'll be bad for you." I find it very hard to believe after paying nearly 100,000. No way, say millions, 100 mil. I think it's 100 million. No, thousand. No, 100 million, 100,000 maybe for the machine and training. That a $20 battery for the watch is the reason I can't walk anymore. He wrote on Facebook, and he was not going. He was not going to have his chair replaced. He was not going to have. The only reason the company allowed him. The only reason the company changed is because he made enough publicity for it to be changed. In some cases, these companies can shut down entirely, leaving a patient stuck with proprietary tech that needs specialized software or hardware to maintain. One man who, for example, was forced to spend enormous amounts of time and effort to teach himself how to repair a device that managed his debilitating cluster headaches after the company that made it went belly up. Others lost their sight when the manufacturer of a bionic eye stopped reporting the devices. For those who live in America already know, I think actually the price was lowered for insulin. But until then, it was not. I know some people would be paying like hella money for like just insulin, and that's something that you need to have to live. Like, it's ridiculous. All I'm trying to say to bring this very interesting piece of information is that companies are now on your side, man. They will take every advantage to get everything from you. I mean, imagine if you have. Look, I am pretty young, but imagine if I'm older and I have to have like those things on your heart that keep the peacemaker. I think that's what's called. They can turn it off. Oh, you can't pay your monthly subscription for your peacemaker. Well, too bad, Like, we're gonna just shut it down remotely. So, good luck trying to stay alive. I think that's going to be more and more happening, unfortunately. I mean, again, if it's something people need to have to live, I don't know why they are not giving it to us. Fortunately, Life Ward, the company, eventually capitulated and Strait was able to get his exoskeleton repaired. But that was only after an intense campaign in which he went on local TV, got highlighted in a horse industry publication, and gained steam on social media. If it weren't for that, he could still be struggling to find a way to get his mobility back again. It is tough. I don't really necessarily have much more to say on this, but it's just that the health industry is in shambles in a little bit of a way. I will give you an insight of what happened, I guess not too long ago, but it's here where I live. But unfortunately, nowadays, everyone wants to be a coach. Everyone can be a coach. Everyone will be a coach. Everyone will be coached by life coaches. And, the life is just an MLM, yeah, multi-level MLM scheme. And you can't get away from it. That's just what you were born into. But there was a guy selling. He declared himself a coach, but I think he might. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's a doctor, but he was selling. He was selling a medical cure for diabetes, and for those who know, I think there has only been one case of cured diabetes, but one out of so many. The cure for diabetes is insulin, because I'm not a doctor, but your body can't process sugar. It doesn't break it down. So when you ingest sugar, it will just leave your body. That's why whenever people say like one sign of diabetes is if your urine is sweet, it has a sweet smell to it, and that's a problem because it shouldn't have it, and it means your body is just expelling the sugar that you hadn't taken. This guy was selling courses, selling his medicine, and he was selling as in a way as, oh, for you to treat diabetes, and no one wants to tell you this, you don't actually need to take insulin. There's actually a cure for that. That you have to take, worms. I think that's what you call it in English. Let me see. Deworming. It's a vermicide, I guess. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it worms. So he was giving like medicine for worms, deworming, and of course that shit doesn't work. People left their treatments to fucking follow this guy's magic cure. It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. And I mean, I'm sure if you know of anything that happened in your country that is similar to this shit, like, please go on and you can leave it in the chat. Leave a like, leave a comment, of course. But be aware, man. Sometimes, sometimes the physical world is much more rational than we make it think, and sometimes things happen not for a reason, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Sometimes you just have to follow, science. But it is what it is. Beware. Companies want to kill you, and you just gotta be aware about that. No one is your friend in this world besides yourself. Almost. It's a little harsh out here, man. Okay. Are we ready? Yes, the sheet is.
I need to clear my head.
Okay, go clear your head. I'm gonna start playing some video games, and I also have myself some nice foods for me to eat right here.